So this day, I'm sick case, you watching TWF.
We've got ourselves a main event this evening. The cunning, dirty, underhanded Shane Lockhart versus the true American hero, Corporal Bogue. But right stinking now, the Jake versus anyone, and I mean anyone, of TJ Payne's choosing.
Do you guys want more? Following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is a special challenge match.
This man,
The owner of TWF, The Jake.
TWF became a reality many years ago in the brain of that man right there. He was fighting on his mom's front lawn before it was cool to fight on front lawns. Taken a step back in recent years, but it is always a privilege and honor to see that individual live out his passion.
Introducing the man who has a special opponent lined up for the Jake, TJ Payne.
Oh boy. And here comes the new guy on the block. The Tony Soprano knockoff, TJ Payne. Evil intentions.
Of course. All right, from Devil Hills, North Carolina, the misfit, Dean Lambert.
Dean Lambert from North Carolina. I get YouTube. I'm on Facebook. This music straight out of 2001 ECW. The Jake digs it. That's a big boy. Massive individual. Traveled 3,000 miles to be here to take out the Jake. TJ Payne flew this guy out on his own dime to stick it to a true legend of TWF. Look at the size of this kid. Power disadvantage times about 100. The hair might be a little thinner. The belly might be a little bigger. But the Jake has done a whole lot to make sure that TWF survives the storm, that TWF continues to entertain people. But he might have bit off way more than he could chew. He's known for his big mouth and his big temper. And Dean Lambert is a mountain of a man who has been paid very well by TJ Payne to take out the Jake here tonight. Rio Mania. Let's do this. Collar and elbow now. And that was not unexpected. There's some power by the Misfit, Dean Lambert. The Jake, you're gonna have to switch it up, Jake. You know that. We know that. The people know that. Let's do this. Oh, and violently thrown to the canvas a second time. TJ Payne got under the Jake's skin and vice versa. Oh, there we go, waist lock. Oh! Raked the eyes, classic Jake. He chopped him in the back of the head. He chopped him in the back chop. The originator of Asshole Inc. knows everything there is to know. Look. Oh! And one more time in the face, and the Jake knows more about this game than this kid ever did. Here we go, here we go. Barry Windham Bulldog, and down he goes. But not enough to keep that massive opponent down. You done pissed him off now. The black singlet might be a little tighter. The hair might be a little thinner, but he's still got passion running up and down his veins. A pro wrestling passion. Here we go. Russian leg sweep executed to perfection. I believe the Jake has held the championship more times than anyone in the history of this company. He's been at every single Rio Mania, obviously. Back elbow on the big man, and it did not work. Still on his feet. 2 fingers, DDT. One more time at a pinfall attempt. He might have Jake outweighed by 100 pounds, maybe more. It's gonna take more than that to beat that big man, but he's been chopping away at this redwood tree for several minutes now. Here we go, Jake bomb, oh, too early. Big time right hand, and here comes the pain. Did I just say that? Well, you know what I mean. Here comes a very big individual attacking a very medium individual. Oh, smushed like a bug on Highway 99 on my windshield. Left shoulder comes up only at a 1 count. Why do guys always kick out at 2? Sometimes it's 1. Well, the Jake obviously in trouble. You see him all over the Colonial there. You see him taking tickets. You see him managing the building, managing the company, doing everything he can to make sure your experience is great. Oh, big time clothesline, but he just had to. Oh, rope burn. Oh, 1983 rope burn delivered by Dean Lambert, who flew 3,000 miles across the country to be here tonight. Oh, to take out the Jake at the request of TJ Payne, a manager slash deep-pocketed individual here in TWF. No. Straight south, side slam, all his weight on the anatomy of the Jake, and the left shoulder barely finds its way off the canvas. But Dean Lambert dominating the proceedings for several minutes now. The Jake, I say he's been champion more times than anyone, and that's true, but he's also lost the title more times than anyone. Sometimes his big mouth, bites off more than it can chew. Full of piss and vinegar, but sometimes he gets absolutely annihilated because of his big mouth. And Lambert now squeezing, very smart strategy, using that body weight, using that size advantage to squeeze on the Jake and try to whittle out a victory here tonight. I'm sure there will be a hefty bonus from TJ Payne if Dean Lambert can get a win over a legend. Oh, just when you think he's coming back, he runs into a brick wall one more time and gets the shoulder up barely. But Dean Lambert showing the TWF audience in his first appearance with this promotion that he can get the job done in the squared circle. A hired gun, if you will, a mercenary, if you will, here tonight. And the Jake chucked to the outside like yesterday's garbage. Oh, come on, really? Really? It's so tired. You get thrown to the outside, the referee's distracted, and your cronies beat the guy down. So tired. If you could win on your own, Mr. Lambert, do it. Do it. You're younger. Oh, and that could be busted ribs right there. Metal baseball bat. And Jake, he's fighting. You got to give him credit. He is still fighting his younger opponent, his stronger opponent. Oh! But in the end, there is a numbers game. In the end, that is a big boy with some big-time power who's been taking out the Jake for several minutes. And once again to those ribs. After smushing him a couple times in the ring, slams with precision that crutch on the ribs. Uh-oh, low blow, low blow. Steel chair. Retaliation was all he could muster. The Jake, with every ounce of strength he had, flung that chair into the body of Dean Lambert, and now clutching his spine in pain, bought himself just a little bit of time. Oh! Went for the knockout blow and got low blowed in the process. Coming up later in this hour, you will see Shane Lockhart versus Corporal Bogue, a guy full of himself and a guy full of America. Oh, Michinoku driver. Oh, spiked him like a Southern Pacific Railroad spike, but did not, I repeat, did not get himself a 3 count in the process. Referee George Perez telling him only 2. Shoulder was up, barely. Horseshoes, hand grenades, doesn't matter. One more time perhaps, the Jake, oh, barely floats over, rolls him up, rolls him up. But his much taller opponent was able to grab that bottom rope. Big boot, size 16, here you go. And still, once again, the Jake is fighting. He's much slower. He's hurt. He's down. He's in pain. And what is that in the ring? Oh boy, I know some of you out there are parents. I know some of you out there have children, and in the ring right now, thrown in by TJ Payne, was a bunch of Legos. Oh my God. Have you stepped on a Lego? I have stepped on several Legos in my day, and those things hurt like hell. Legos could be worse than thumbtacks. Oh, cheap shot. He will tell you every step of the way he loves the cheap shot. Oh no, here we go, here we go. Legos! It's the Lego movie here at the Colonial Theater. The Jake finds a way to win this thing with an assist from some Legos. There is nothing like stepping on a Lego at 3 a.m. when you're getting a bottle, and he got a win. You like Legos? I like pro wrestling. Saturday, June 17th, Colonial Theater, 3522 Stockton Boulevard in Sacramento. Doors 6:30, bell time 7. Get an $8 pre-sale on our Facebook page, on PayPal. Let us know. $10 at the door. If you don't want to do the advanced thing and show us the screenshot of your phone, please subscribe on YouTube. We got over 1,000 subscribers now. Thank you so much. How about 9,000 more? How about that? By the end of the day, please. The Vets, Joey Balls and Vortex. Tag title match with Bogue and Rufio. Be there June 17th. Also, Matt Fury versus Anthrax. Talk about an amazing matchup with 2 amazing competitors, worth the price of admission right there. June 17th. Stay hungry. Colonial Theater.
Here with American hero, Corporal Bogue. Now, Corporal, there's been some questions about the state of your health.
Eddie,
Edwin Fredson.
Ed. All right. So, yeah, last time we saw myself was I was getting crushed by a 300, 400 pound plus vortex. So that was always fun. But since then, I went to the Sacktown Rumble, which unfortunately I lost. But, you know, after the match, after the show, I went to the VA, checked everything out, had an MRI, cleared. X-ray, cleared. So guess what? Corporal Bogue is moving to Rio Mania 15. I'm ready.
Rio Mania.
Guess what? I get to face one of my old friends in Shane Lockhart.
Now, friend is kind of an interesting term, isn't it?
Yeah, frenemy. Okay, one match. But guess what that match was? TV title match, triple threat. You know, I am 3-4 on triple threat matches, and one of those being the TV title.
You can't sweat that.
Can't go wrong. So I'm feeling very comfortable going into this match with Shane. And walking into Rio Mania 15 nice and healed. Let's go.
A motivated and very positive young man. You cannot keep his fighting spirit down.
Let's do this. A true American hero, 2 tours in Iraq versus a guy so full of himself, I think he wears men makeup.
This is PGA Tour official, my friend. You guys want more? Yeah! Do you want more? Yeah! Following contest scheduled for one fall.
Of all the men in TWF, of all the competitors in TWF's long, storied, unique history, this might be the most unique. Trained for wrestling in the Midwest of the United States, he's from Iowa. Did many wrestling tours with guys like Rock and Roll Buck Zumhoff. Learned from the Gagne family, as in Vern Gagne, Greg Gagne, AWA. Shane Lockhart has the most unique background of any man in TWF history. He's used that, he's utilized that to stand out and be extremely successful. Former television champion, joined up with G-Force. Comes out to Belinda Carlisle. But tonight, he faces a man who's wrestling, from what I'm told, without the clearance of a lot of doctors. 2 tours in Iraq. A true veteran. When we say veteran, oh, you've been wrestling a long time. I mean veteran as in he served this country. Those are the true heroes. And Bogue is a true hero. Many health problems lately, but can Bogue overcome them and beat Shane Lockhart? He's beat him before. Bogue actually beat Shane Lockhart a few years ago for the television championship of TWF. Can lightning strike twice? I don't know, can it? We'll have to wait and see. He's been the television champion. His boots are amazing. They have an American flag on them. USA, USA. If you stuck like Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Sergeant Slaughter in a blender, this is what you'd get. This is what you'd get. A true hero of this country. He's got my respect till the day I die. But respect is good and plenty. Can he beat Shane Lockhart? Can he shut up the guy that might be more full of himself than anyone in that locker room? Only time will tell.
Come on, I dare you!
America.
I know a lot of you people out here are new, and you don't know the greatness that is Shane Lockhart. You shut up, boy. I'll deal with you in a minute. There are absolutely 2 rules when I step in this ring. First rule is no pictures. Put your phone and cameras away. The most important rule is I'm in here. You all shut up. I'm proving right now that everybody here loves Shane Lockhart. If you love Shane Lockhart, everybody sit down.
Those might be the 2 dumbest rules I've ever heard in my life. But I guess he gets brownie points for trying. Talk about your dichotomy. Talk about the humble servant of this country, the humble soldier, the real hero against the prima donna, the guy who thinks his own poop doesn't stink. The guy who I'm pretty sure is wearing makeup since there are television cameras here. Yeah, I think I can see it. And of course he's stalling over and over again. These people came to watch you wrestle. They didn't come to watch you posture and preen and show your bicep off. Let's do this. Let's give them the show that they deserve. Okay, Mr. Lockhart, please step foot in our wrestling ring. Oh, I thank you for gracing us with your professional wrestling presence. I do not question the power of those boots. Cowboy boots with an American flag on them get a pass. I knew he was going to do that. Oh, come on. Really? Is that the 2nd, 3rd, 4th time that you're running for the hills already, Mr. Lockhart? This is not what honorable pro wrestlers do. These people taking out their frustrations on the referee in this contest. It's not his fault. It's not Tim Grimm's fault that Shane Lockhart over and over and over again will not start this match. I mean, you can say it's mind games. You can say it's part of a bigger plan to win at Rio Mania. Or you could just say he's chicken. Or you could just call him Colonel Sanders. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Finally. Collar and elbow now. Lockhart, the taller of the 2, but not by much. Not sure who the speed advantage goes to or the power advantage. Similar size for both individuals. Waist lock executed by Bogue. Here we go. Bogue squeezing his head now, going for it. And Lockhart utilizing that top rope. Wants it broken up. Yep, well, very resourceful in that squared circle. You have to admit, Shane Lockhart, extremely resourceful when it comes to being successful, knowing exactly where he is in the ring at all times. His one-loss record in TWF is one of the greatest of all time for a reason. Oh, here we go. There you go. You took your eye off your opponent, and here we go. Full Nelson. Full Nelson. Into a headlock now. Trying to neutralize Shane Lockhart early is Corporal Bogue. Reversal by Lockhart. Waist lock now. Takes him down. Oh, that's what you get. And Lockhart heading for the hills once again. Yes, for the 47th time, he is out of the ring, stalling. fight? Fists are illegal. Or are they not? Come on, Lockhart. This is redonkulous. At least people know. They see through his BS. USA! USA! Yeah, they appreciate the military hero. Lockhart doesn't. Shane Lockhart walking up the aisle. He's going to go order a hot dog. Take a breather out on the Stockton Boulevard. Good luck with that. Oh, and Bogue's not going to let him. Bogue's going after him. Very smart, if you ask me. Bogue has had just about enough of Lockhart's antics. Yeah, drag him back in that ring. Beat him. Beat him like we know you can. Is that a fan? Hit him, fan. Hit him. Oh! Right on the top of his skull, and Shane Lockhart deserves every single solitary second of that punishment. Here we go. Hit him, man, hit him. Oh, right on the top of the head. One more time. Nice job, guy in the fourth row. Referees, oh. Well, Lockhart gets the advantage back and utilizes some of that stuff left at ringside. There's still Legos out there. I'm sure TJ Payne stole that from some kid. It's the kind of guy he is. And now Lockhart. You're mad at a guy in the fifth row for yelling at you? For yelling derogatory things at you? Don't you worry about Corporal Bogue, Mr. Lockhart. Please. Utilize these wrestling skills. Oh, and turnabout is fair play. Takes that foreign international object across the side of the face, and Bogue has even the odds. Shoulders down, but only for two. And Bogue, a little stressed out, a little frustrated. He couldn't keep Lockhart down. You got to keep your eyes on the prize, Bogue. You got to go for it. You're a former television champion. On June 17th, he could add to his list of accolades when him and Ron Rufio face Vortex and Joey Balls for the tag team championship of this company. Big time clothesline sends him down. Oh, and Lockhart gets out of it. Close but no cigar. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, from what I've been told. And Lockhart now spins him around. Bogue. I'd say Lockhart is the more technically sound of the two, but not by as much as you think. Shoulder tackle, and down goes Bogue. Folded him up a little bit on that. I think the back of his head hit the canvas, and Lockhart knows it. Taking full advantage. Here we go. Oh, he went for the leapfrog. Lockhart knew exactly what was coming, able to level him. Oh, big time clothesline, and Corporal Bogue has been neutralized by that individual right there, Shane Lockhart. There's a method to his stalling madness, able to conserve his body and pick his shots. Right on the cheekbone. One more time, and down goes Corporal Bogue. I would say, in my estimation, they don't want you to win, Mr. Lockhart. They're against your strategies and your attitudes. Pinfall attempt, well, just maybe in the estimation of this broadcast journalist, you shouldn't have preened for the crowd, you shouldn't have goaded the crowd, you should have went for a pin after that initial move, and maybe you would have kept his shoulders down. Oh, one more shot, good old-fashioned butt kicking right here. Big time rights. Is that a G? G-force in the house. Oh, schoolboy, and couldn't quite keep the shoulders down. All it did was piss off Lockhart, and he takes the advantage back one more time. He did not pull your tights. What kind of fantasy world are you living in? Well, Bogue needs to clear these cobwebs. Needs to come back in a hurry. Lockhart now shoots him in. It's the high knee right to the skull. Bogue is hurt. Bogue is down. You can see a big red spot on the abdomen and the side of Corporal Bogue, obviously done at the hands of Shane Lockhart. You can't be claimed the winner by default. There's no technical knockouts. You got to beat the guy in the center of the ring, Mr. Lockhart, and stop your bellyache into the referee. Well, Bogue trying to dig down deep, trying to find a way. Well, there we go. There's some instant offense that he absolutely positively needed. Neck breaker. All the neck breaker that Bogue could muster. Oh, very close, but not quite three. And look at Lockhart. Out of nowhere. Ooh. Oh, things have gotten very stiff very quickly. Oh, Lockhart trying to make his mark on Rio Mania, and Bogue with his USA gimmick. With his army, with his military background, his military support, pissing off Lockhart every step of the way. Oh boy. That is the 33rd time he has done that. Oh, drops an elbow with precision across the chest. Only two. How about you hook the leg? There's a lot of arrogance in this building today. Tim Grimm telling him for the many times it was only two. USA. Reversal, that's what Bogue needed. That's the momentum shift that he needed at that moment. Oh! Bulldogs him down, and Bogue could win this thing. Get him, Bogue, get him! Close but no cigar. Bogue switches the momentum, flips the script, but can't quite keep Lockhart down to win this matchup. They fought for the TV title a few years ago. Epic encounter that Bogue came out on top of. Lockhart, however, has not lost very often since. Oh, European uppercut, nicely executed by Bogue. Reversal on the Irish whip, oh no. Oh, full Nelson, dropped him on his face. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful maneuver by Shane Lockhart. Ah, foot's on the ropes. Great presence of mind and intestinal fortitude executed by Mr. Bogue, by Corporal Bogue. Lockhart had this thing signed, sealed, and delivered, but the foot's on the rope. We appreciate every single one of you coming to the Colonial Theater. We'll be here June 17th, and you're all going to be there. It is always an amazing time, an amazing venue. And look at Bogue fire up. Look at Bogue dig down deep, like the time he served 2 tours overseas, wartime, serving this country. There we go. Right on the point of the jaw, and Lockhart is hurt. Get him. Oh, that, my friends, was an American flag cowboy boot to the side of the skull. Oh, he missed. He missed. Oh, look at the feet. The feet are on the ropes. By hook or by crook, Shane Lockhart wins. Cheaper than a $2 steak, Shane Lockhart gets a Rio Mania victory. The feet were on the ropes. The referee did not see it. Dirty, dirty, dirty win. As cheesy 80s music blares through the speaker system at the Colonial Theater, Shane Lockhart celebrates his win here tonight at Rio Mania 15. Well, there's a cheated man, not a defeated man, if you ask me.
And this is Edwin Fredson here at Rio Mania. We're having a great time here in Sacramento. And Shane Lockhart.
Frankie Avalon, Frankie Balboa, whatever your name is. We're having a great time at TWF. You know why? Because I, Shane Lockhart, proved once again why I'm good enough. You want to have Corporal Bozo come out here and say my feet were on the ropes? I didn't see my feet on the ropes. You know what happened to you? You got out wrestled. You got out beaten. Because when I'm in the ring, I make wrestling. And I proved to everybody again why Lockhart is good enough. Wow, we're having a party tonight, baby!
Truer words were never said, folks. He is indeed good enough.
Two masked men settle a score with a little hardcore. Next episode, they're going to hit each other with stuff, and you're going to like it. Plus, J. Paul puts the TV title up for grabs against the 444-pound Samoan monster known as Sap. You need to tune in next time. Live wrestling is coming your way. Saturday, June 17th, Colonial Theater. Stay hungry. 3522 Stockton Boulevard in Sacramento. Doors at 6:30. Showtime at 7 p.m. $8 pre-sales on PayPal. Just show us the payment screen at the door, you get in. Or just pay us $10 at the door. Either way, you're going to show up. You're going to have a good time. You watch this show, you love it. Live is even better and even more fun to do the damn thing. Beast, the champion, Stephen B. Smith, defends the title against Lockjaw. June 17th, the championship on the line. King Kong versus Godzilla. Who will triumph? On June 17th at the Colonial Theater for the Stay Hungry live event.
And what an exciting match between Corporal Bogue and Shane Lockhart. Corporal, how do you feel about that?
Screwed out of that match. Did you not see it?
I saw it.
His foot was on the rope. It's right there, ref. Come on.
A controversial decision, to say the least.
Don't worry, it's not the end. Because next, I'm tagging up with Samoa of... Can't even think right now because freaking he just irritated me. Do you understand? You can't think straight when someone just... Come on.
He's really getting into your head.
A little bit, but I got to focus on my next match for the tag team titles with my partner, Ron Rufio, against the vets. I'm a vet myself, but these guys are no vets. These guys use hard tactics and ruthless... Well... Can't really say ruthless because I'm from the Marine Corps, so I know the ruthless tactics. So I think I'm ready for this match. Watch out.
A very energized young man and an American hero, Corporal Bogue.